Yes, that is the Jeff Nado. This is a new team-up coming to the game. In this video, we're going to break down all of the new team-ups, all of the patch notes, the balance changes. We've got all of the details because they have just been released. But before we get onto those, let's take a look at the new team-ups. There are 6 new team-ups. But first, look at this. It's a new game mode. It's Teamfight Tactics. It's TFT. If you're a fan of auto chess, auto battlers, this is going to be right up your alley. I mean, look at this. It actually looks quite insane, the way you can use your hero and try and do damage as they're battling out. I think the idea here is you select your own team, you pick 6 heroes, it builds a team, and then they deploy, and yeah, you go from there. This is a really, really cool thing. This is awesome. Okay, let's move on to the actual team-up. So you've got this, Symbiote Shenanigans. It's Jeff and Venom, and this, well, allows the tendrils to attach to allies, and it heals them, so obviously that's going to be pretty good, although I think Jeff gets nerfed in this patch. There's a new Punisher and Black Widow team-up. This basically allows Black Widow to pierce enemy targets when she's firing, which is pretty good, but I still think she's going to be a pretty niche pick. We've got Luna Snow and Hawkeye. Now, Hawkeye gets a frozen arrow because why not? This stuns you, and I believe it goes through cover. We'll have to wait and see on that one. And then also you've got Rocket and Peni. He's got a new sort of team up now because obviously he doesn't have the Punisher team up anymore. And yeah, you can see she's got 2 nests. That's actually insane. That could be really, really good. And also look what Rocket gets. Yeah, his little beacon now spawns spider webs and the little mines. That's actually kind of cool, that is. I like that. So I think this is going to be quite an interesting one. Iron Man. So this is Iron Man and Ultron, a brand new one. Iron Man basically gives Ultron his Unibeam, and this allows you to heal allies and do damage to enemies. This is insane. Actually insane. This would be mental. Everyone will be playing that. This, though, is the Jeff Nado that everybody wanted. It's a massive Sharknado, right, with Storm and Jeff. This just looks crazy. But this is why Marvel Rivals is a fun game, because they do stupid stuff like this. All right, we're going to move on to the patch notes now. Let's break them down. So let's get stuck into the hero balance changes. First up, we're going to start with the Vanguards, and we're going to go in with Captain America. Cap is taking a slight hit to his survivability and ultimate frequency. Yes, even super soldiers need a breather. Adjust base health from 600 to 575. Increase the delay of shield recovery from 2 seconds to 4 seconds after unleashing Living Legend. Increase the energy cost of Freedom Charge ultimate ability from 2,800 to 3,100. So a very clear attempt there to reduce his survivability, which is kind of outrageously strong, or it was, and it won't be as good when this nerf comes in. Doctor Strange. Stephen will receive a slight boost in the damage of his standard abilities. Adjust the damage fall-off of Daggers of Denak from starting at 10 meters and reducing to 62.5% at 20 meters to starting at 10 meters and reduced to 80% at 20 meters. Remove the range damage fall-off of Maelstrom of Madness. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Actually, I would have liked a faster reload time for Doctor Strange because it feels glacially slow. But yeah, a nice little buff there. Emma Frost. The White Queen's range is increasing and her defenses and diamond form damage are taking a hit. You win some and you lose some, darlings. Increase the range of telepathic pulse from 15.5 meters to 18 meters. Decrease the shield value of Mind's Aegis from 500 to 400. Increase the cooldown of Carbon Crush from 5 seconds to 6 seconds, and decrease the hit damage of Crystal Kick from 50 to 40, and decrease the extra damage dealt when propelling the enemies into a wall from 100 to 90. Groot. I mean, to be honest, is it even worth changing Groot because he's generally perma-banned, but whatever. He is still Groot, but with less damage and less frequent Ironwood walls. Like the Flora Colossus needs some trimming, indeed. Decrease the damage of Vine Strike per hit from 70 to 65. Increase Ironwood's wall cooldown from 8 to 12 seconds. So I guess the thinking here is make him weaker, and then he won't get banned as much. But I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Maybe Ultron is just going to be banned into oblivion anyway. Magneto, the Master of Magnetism, will receive a slight boost to standard damage abilities. He's really going to attract some wins now, increasing the charging speed of rings from 4 seconds a stack to 3 seconds a stack. So a nice little damage buff there for Magneto. By Odin's Beard, Thor's abilities are getting a tweak, but his survivability is taking a minor hit. Adjust Hammer Throw ability effect to a standard ability. Remove the Thor Force cost and the universal cooldown. Adjust the ability cooldown to 6 seconds. Thor gains 1 Thor Force for each hammer throw enemy hit. Decrease the throw hit damage from 70 to 45 and the return damage from 30 to 20. Decrease the shield value gained when consuming Thor Force. Adjust the bonus health gained from each Thor Force consumed from 100 to 75 and adjust the maximum bonus health from 200 to 150. So moving on to the duel list, we've got Hawkeye. Clint's getting a boost to his regular hits. Looks like the archer's aim is getting sharper. Increase the base damage of his arrow from 32 to 34. Reduce the projectile damage of blast arrow from 15 to 16, but increase the spell field damage from 32 to 34. Increase the maximum focus from 70 to 75, increasing the charge speed when aiming at an enemy from 100 seconds to 108 a second, I should say, per second. It's not 100 seconds. I'm an idiot, whatever. And charge fall-off speed from 30 to 32. So, Hawkeye, it seems like they're making him a bit easier to play, which seems insane. Hela, the goddess of death, is getting a slight increase in her sustained damage. Looks like she's ready to reign supreme. Increase the charge capacity of the Night Sword Thorn from 8 to 10. Yeah. Human Torch, flame on, but with less damage and survivability. Sorry, Johnny. Looks like you're getting a little less heat. So this is definitely needed, because I mean he was stupid. If I can play a hero and get a massive amount of good returns, then that hero's OP. Nerf the hero. So reduce the damage of Fire Cluster from 7 per hit to 6. That's pretty big, actually. Increase the charge speed of Blazing Blast from 2 seconds to 3 seconds, and decrease the shield value gained from Flaming Meteor from 75 to 50, and increase the cooldown from 15 seconds to 20. That's a massive nerf on Flaming Meteor, because that's really good for just assassinating targets literally in the enemy team. So that's going to be a big change there for Human Torch. Iron Fist. Linley's taking a bit of a hit to both his damage and survivability. Lower the dragon's defense damage blocked bonus health conversion rate from 1.5 to 1.3, and decrease the maximum bonus health converted from damage blocked from 200 to 175. Slightly decrease the dash distance of, you know what, I hate his abilities, I literally can't say them, but I'm going to go for it. Yat-Yi Chung Quen in the Z-axis direction. I think I said that right, actually. When there is no target. Reduce dragon's defense cooldown reduction from Jet Kundu hits from 1.5 seconds to 1 second. Iron Man. Iron Man is seeing a reduction in his repulsor blast damage and burst survivability. Time for a new suit upgrade? Remove Iron Man's Gamma Overdrive from the Gamma Charge team-up, but gain a new team-up anchor effect from the Stark Protocol team-up. So decrease the projectile damage of the third repulsor blast from 50 to 45, and decrease the spell field damage from 60 to 55. So that's a pretty big nerf, that is. Reduce armor overdrive maximum bonus health from 100 to 50. Now this is interesting, right? Because all of these like bonus health abilities, especially on Iron Man, they were really strong. I mean, you pop that armor overdrive and it makes you quite tanky, and obviously you're doing extra damage as well. So it was really strong. So this needed to be reined in. So I think this is a pretty good change here for Iron Man. Namor. The Submariner's defenses will be sinking a bit, but his Monstro spawns are getting stronger and his ultimate is bigger. Time to flood the battlefield. Increase the cooldown of Blessing of the Deep from 15 seconds to 20. Expand Horn of Proteus, the ultimate ability, in a circle radius from 3 to 3.5 meters, and the outer circle radius from 8 to 9 meters. Decrease the outer circle radius hit damage from 200 to 180. That's a really big increase, that is. Adjust Monstro spawn damage fall off from starting at 20 meters, reducing to 30% at 40, to starting now at 20 meters, reducing to 50% at 40. Psylocke gets nerfed. So, Psy will take a slight dip in her burst damage ability and survivability. Decrease the retrieval damage of wing shurikens from 14 to 12 per hit, and decrease the invisibility duration of psychic stealth from 3 to 2 seconds. Squirrel Girl is getting some love. Better acorns, shorter cooldowns, and improved ability release feel. This is nuts. Oh dear, oh dear. These patch notes are always comical. Not in a funny way. Anyway, increase the capacity of burst acorn from 10 to 12. Okay, more ammo. Decrease the cooldown of Mammal Bond from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. Optimize the user experience of Squirrel Blockade, Tail Bounce, and Unbeatable Squirrel Tsunami, the ultimate ability. Star-Lord. Peter is having his ultimate reduced, but his ultimate power increased. Time to bust a move. Increase the energy cost of Galactic Legend from 3,100 to 3,400. Extend the maximum target range from 30 meters to 40 meters. Adjust the damage fall off, reduce it to 60% at 40 meters to reduce it to 75% at 40 meters. So kind of interesting. Less damage at the maximum range of it now, but yeah, I mean, it's still going to be pretty good, I reckon. Storm. We slightly improved her ultimate ability intensity. Increased the damage of Omega Hurricane from 150 a second to 160 a second. The Punisher is getting a boost to his mid to long range damage and a slight mobility buff during his ultimate. Time to lock and load. Reduce the movement slow rate of Final Judgment, the ultimate ability, from 20% to 10%. That's actually going to be massive. When not firing. I thought you were just walking around. And from 40% to 30% when firing. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, what? Anyway, increase Adjudication's magazine size. That's his assault rifle. From 30 to 40. Single hit damage from 18 to 19. And a slightly reduced spread when firing. Okay, so moving on to the strategist. We've got Jeff the Land Shark. So, this is a lot. Jeff gets a fantastic rework. More frontal support and combat ability, but with less survivability. Add a new effect to Joyful Splash. Now also deals damage to enemies at 70 a second and can heal allies through other allies, but not through enemies. Damage fall-off starts at 20 meters to a maximum of 65% at 40 meters. Reduce healing per second from 150 to 100. Change Aqua Burst to a charge ability. Max 3 charges, 3 seconds per charge. New effect. Direct hits now launch enemies up, increasing spell field damage from 40 to 45. Change the effect of Healing Bubble from one-time healing to healing over time. Increase healing amount from the previous instant, 85, to 120 over 4 seconds though. Reduce max charges from 6 to 3 and remove the enemy launch up effect. Add a new effect to Hide and Seek. It now has an energy cap, max 120, that drains by 20 a second, I should say, while submerged, and restores 15 a second when not, reducing healing while submerged from 35 to 15. Now, you know why this has been done, because DPS Jeff has been absolutely dominating the game. You can't kill him. So now he can't stay indefinitely under the ground, so he's going to pop up, and he doesn't get healed as much, so you can see what they're doing, and also with the change to the alternate fire as well. Anyway, it's Jeff's ultimate ability. Overflow healing on swallowed allies now grants 45 health per second as bonus health, up to 150. Increase the damage reduction received when taking a critical hit from 50 to 70. So, looks like a bit of a redistribution here. Make Jeff more of a, I don't know, less DPS, I suppose. Luna Snow. We're giving Luna a boost to her combat prowess while slightly reducing the frequency of her ultimate. Increase light and dark ice healing amount and damage from 20 to 22 per round. Add a new effect to Absolute Zero. Now grants 50 bonus health per enemy hit. That's actually really good. Increase the energy cost of Fate of Both Worlds from 4,500 to now 5,000. This needed to be done. Her ultimate is just insane. It's like so powerful. So I'm all for that. I think these changes are actually quite good for Luna. So I can't wait to try them. Rocket Raccoon's survivability is taking a tiny hit, and he's also blasting off from the ammo overload and losing the team up anchor bonus, and he's gaining a new team up anchor bonus in the Rocket network for some stellar new support. Reduce repair mode direct healing amount from 55 to 50. Okay, I'm going to very quickly go over all of the team-up changes. There's a lot here, so I'm just going to blast through them and just put them into one big section here at the end of the video. So, these are the new ones we've got. So, Chilling Assault, this is Luna Snow and Hawkeye. As a team-up anchor, Luna Snow gains a 15% increase to healing effects. Hawkeye unlocks a new Ice Arrow ability through his team-up. The Jeff Nado, the Storm and Jeff team-up. Storm gains the Shark Surge ability through a team-up with the Jeff the Land Shark, and Jeff gains the It's Jeff Nado ability through his team-up. So yeah, Operation Microchip, Punisher and Black Widow. As a team-up anchor, Punisher gets a maximum health increase of 25 and a 5% boost in damage output, and Black Widow gets the new sort of penetrating sniper shot. Rocket, the team-up with Peni. As the team-up anchor, Rocket gains 5% increase in healing. When the team-up is active, Rocket's Be Right Back beacon is upgraded to a web beacon, and Penny Parker unlocks a new Armored Spider Nest ability through her team-up. The Stark Protocol is Iron Man and Ultron. As the team-up anchor, Iron Man gains a 5% boost in damage, and Ultron gets the new Nano Ray ability. Symbiote Shenanigans, Venom and Jeff. As the team-up anchor, Venom gets a health increase of 150, and Jeff gets the Healing Tendrils ability. Now, in terms of removed team-ups, this is what we've got. So, allied agents, Hawkeye and Black Widow, it is now gone. It's just not there. The team-up anchor effect for Hawkeye has been removed, along with the allied agents team-up ability. And Black Widow loses the Super Sensory Hunt ability. Then also, ammo overload has been removed, so Rocket Raccoon and the Punisher is no longer there. Chilling Charisma, Luna Snow and Jeff, it is no longer there. Gamma Charge, so Hulk and Namor are still active with this, but Iron Man has been removed from it. And the symbiote bond, which is Venom, Penny Parker and Spider-Man, no longer functions. There's also some balance changes to existing team-up abilities. So Atlas Bond, Iron Fist and Luna Snow decrease the Atlas Bond team-up anchor damage boost proportion from 15% to 10%. Fantastic Four, this one is a really, really strong one, especially like Invisible Woman and Human Torch. It works really well, but it's really good for Mr. Fantastic and the Thing as well, which is being able to drop that shield on yourself is so powerful. But anyway, they're slightly reducing the usage coverage of this team-up. Increased cooldown of Storm siblings, Wedded Harmony, and the Cooperative Comrades from 20 to 25 seconds. Gamma Charge, obviously... oh, no, actually, there is also another change to this. So, a minor reduction to the usage cover-up of this team... coverage of this team-up. So, the word is always straight... Whatever. Screw the word and I'll just read what the change is. Increase Gamma Monstro cooldown from 15 to 20 seconds. Mental Projection, Emma Frost, Psylocke, and Magneto. They've reduced the damage capability of this team-up. Reduced the portion of damage caused by magnetic resonance and soul resurgence illusions from 30 to 20%. So there you go, everybody. That is the massive, comprehensive, all of the balance changes coming to the game in 2.5. I don't see anything that just looks giga broken there. In fact, I think there's some good changes there. And then we're just going to have to wait and see how this shakes out. If you enjoyed this video, though, do like the video and subscribe to the channel. And do let me know what is your favourite and I guess your least favourite change in this, not just the balance changes, but like the new features coming to the game. Like, I think that auto battler thing is so interesting to me because, I mean, we're obviously in this world where you've got games like Fortnite and I suppose you could put Roblox into this. Even like Overwatch with its like stadium modes and whatever and all the different game modes. It's like game companies want their game to be a platform where you go into the platform and you play a bunch of different games. And this could be the start of rivals trying that. Whereas, yeah, you've got the standard format of the hero shooter, but now look at this. You've got an auto battler in the game. Like, what else could you have in the game? I think it's kind of interesting. I want to see how this develops. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. I've been Stylosa, and if you enjoyed that, then you know what to do. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you a little lot on the next one. See you soon.